Hello again, Honky Tonks. Now, the Labour government under Keir Starmer are still in the middle of the great purge of so-called far-right individuals, people who were involved in the recent protests, but not just them. They're also persecuting and jailing people for wrongthink, or as this post from Cheshire Constabulary reads, woman arrested in connection with inaccurate social media post. How disturbing is that? It's very 1984-ish. Isn't it? Now, Elon Musk has waded into this whole situation. It's a big, massive row. Everyone's getting involved. And something really needs to be said, because what the Labour government are doing right now under Keir Starmer, it's just sinister as hell. There has never been a recent UK government like it. I've even spoken to some hardcore Labour voters who completely regret voting for Keir Starmer, because what he's doing is effectively trampling on people's liberties. And so a video has resurfaced of Keir Starmer where he says he understands why Black Lives Matter rioters were rampaging through British and Western cities a few years ago. There was no condemnation there whatsoever. And what these people did was, it was carnage. They looted, they burned shops, they assaulted members of the public, they made the police kneel. They also made the police run away. They fought with the police and even hit a police horse. And nothing from Keir Starmer whatsoever. No condemnation, nothing. He just stood there and said, I understand your anger. I know why you're doing this. And he was leader of the opposition at the time. However, Elon Musk, fair play to him, he called him out on this hypocrisy, because he dug out a tweet also by Keir Starmer from 2021 when the police were being a bit overhanded with the Sarah Everard murder mourners. It was, of course, attended by people such as Catherine, the Princess of Wales, women who were angry that a policeman could do this to a female, and women didn't feel safe. Now, Keir Starmer, in his post at that time, he was right when he said, I share their anger and upset at how this has been handled. This was not the way to police this protest. So Keir Starmer criticised the police's heavy-handedness during that protest. Well, it wasn't really a protest. They were just stood there mourning. And yet he understood why Black Lives Matter activists were doing their thing in London, causing trouble to the police. And now he is the Prime Minister, effectively in charge of the police, who are practising a two-tier policing system. They've come down hard, riot gear the lot, including snatch squads from the police who went into crowds and dragged out people like middle-aged women who turned up in empathy for the parents of the murdered 3 young children from Southport. Now, as I said, there's a purge of so-called far-right individuals here who took part in these protests, etc., including social media posts for wrongthink. And the longest sentence, I believe, is 3 years for one fella who was part of a protest. One guy wrote a post on Facebook calling police the filth, and he's now behind bars. And yet, compare and contrast. The 2 Manchester airport thugs who attacked armed police and broke a female officer's nose in the protest, they're on bail and walking the streets. And let's not forget Labour councillor Ricky Jones, who called for the violent unaliving of right-wing protesters during a far-left rally in London recently, which had thousands in attendance, and despite the police being there, they didn't touch him, they didn't arrest him. It took online outrage for the police to eventually arrest him, and the guy's out on bail. I mean, if that's not two-tier policing, two-tier prosecuting, and two-tier governmentship, then I don't know what is. But I'm glad that Elon Musk has called this out, and we are quite literally living in 1984, it's here. Can you believe that? Imagine being arrested for an inaccurate social media post. Now, they're making out that they are coming for online trolls. They're not. They're after our freedom of speech. They're coming after you. They're coming after me. They are coming after decent, law-abiding citizens because they don't like us, do they? Thinking for ourselves. It's all about control. So there we go. It's 1984 made flesh. George Orwell must be rolling in his grave. And you're part of it. What do you think of that? And there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share my stuff everywhere. And until the next time, Roger Trout.